All right, you know what? If John Anthony can react to a reaction video, I'm gonna react to his video, reacting to a reaction video. But there's gonna be some useful information here. A lot of this about RSD Tyler, aka Owen Cook, who I have some inside information on. I coached the guy who became a RSD coach. So
Hug, stop. 20 years or 30 years in the game or whatever, with him saying how he goes out every weekend and he's constantly on, he's still newbie level. He's almost fully bald. He's like,
all right, two things right there. I mean, he's funny. He's good at criticizing people, but a few things there. One, first of all, can't give too much about it. I have a friend. He has people who are in circles in LA with RSD Tyler, aka Owen Cook, and he told me specifically that people say he is a recluse, that he does not go out that much. He was referred to as a recluse. So that is my friend. That is one piece of inside information. That's one thing to realize with these people. Like, people know each other. People meet each other. So when you make false claims like these guys, you're not necessarily going to get away with it. Next, John Anthony. One thing that I don't like about him is, like, yeah, I guess he's trying to be funny, but he's always roasting, like, RSDO and for being balding. I've seen him, like, roast a lot of guys for, like, their physical size. He's talked about things that you can't control. Why would you want to be coached by that guy, right? Like, he's like, I'm 6'4", and this guy's small, and blah, blah, blah. You can't teach someone to be bigger, right? Like, so if you're not 6'4", why would you want to get coached by this guy? And I'm not saying those things are important. I'm 5.5 feet tall. I get very good results. But I'm just saying I don't understand people who are like, yeah, hate on those other people on things they can't control, and I want you to coach me. It doesn't make any sense.
on reacting to Owen camera at least 20 times that he's gay, acts gay, talks gay, and says he's gay.
And what we're gonna do right now is talk about how Luke converted me and got me to come out of the closet.
Come out of the closet.
We are totally gay, so you know that, right?
Someone said at a free tour that he admitted he was bi, okay, but led the community for over a decade and also has 70 products, okay, to clean out your wallet. And
70 products, that's ridiculous, and that's funny. So again, that I've covered in a few other videos. He used a lot of cult tactics, RSD Owen. He doesn't really say anything. It's just endless, like, almost learning, and there's no cohesive system, and that is very intentional. Again, from 2006, the book, The Game, already laid out this guy's ethics. Everyone who's ever worked for him basically has come out against him, even though a lot of those guys were unethical. So that, as far as him being bi or whatever, no comment. I don't care. I mean, if someone's fully gay and they're trying to teach how to pick up girls, that would be a no-no. But other than that, that's his business.
stick it in your butt.
And so I don't get canceled or something. People take that out of context. The reason being, if you're fully gay, I don't want to learn how to pick up girls because you don't pick up girls. But other than that, by whatever, you know, I'm not going to comment on that. Not my business.
Literally, what a great man. Without further ado, let's jump right in.
There are people so lost in life that they find themselves attending seminars thrown by gurus who look like estrogen-ridden Teletubbies.
All right. I will say this, though. He's reacted to a few of these, like, commentators who hate on, like, anything pickup. And they're sometimes right, but to me, honestly, they look like losers in their mom's basement. Now, to be fair, that's not true. They're making money doing their streaming, but, like, I don't know. This dude, Philion, he just looks really...
Converted me.
Really lame.
Bye.
I
Okay,
can't find it, but I'm not into that. All right, well, that was really short. Oh, and finally, let me give you that piece of inside information. So there's a guy that I briefly coached. I'm not even going to take much credit for his success that he had for a brief time. Really good looking, charming guy. He was muscular, looked great, did all the right things. He dressed well, but he was in RSD hook, line, and sinker. And he was just like cracked out, approaching every girl, way overly aggressive. It was just awful. I coached him for a brief time, and I just taught him a little structure. The main thing I taught him was like, dude, you don't need to hook up with a girl the first minute you meet her. A lot of these girls like you, they want to hook up with you, but he got brainwashed by RSD to be like, you gotta pull, which is a problem. They're viewing it as like she doesn't want to. I'm not saying like full on force, but it's like you gotta do it before she changed her mind. Slowing things down worked really well for him. So for a short time, he started doing a lot better. I'm like, dude, hook up with her on the second date. Hook up with her on a date. RSD taught, and I've seen a lot of guys brainwashing dudes where it's like you have to like pull them in this second, and it made a lot of women uncomfortable. It was just awful. Anyways, for a brief time, I got this guy doing a little better. I taught him a little structure. I told him to chill out. He started doing really well. Again, I don't take full credit for that. I just made little tweaks for him. But then his dream had always been to work for RSD. He got completely brainwashed by Owen, where they would say stuff like quit your job, quit your life, and come work for free and do pickup. And I tried to convince him not to do that, but he did that. He did quit his job, which he had a decent job. He moved to Vegas, and he was Luke's intern, which means that he was coaching Luke's boot camp. And his game was bad. Now, when I say it was bad, I only coached for a really brief time and made tweaks, but he didn't really know how to game. He had a lot of good traits, and by me giving him a good strategy, he got some results, but he immediately went right back to being cracked out, just staying out all night, overly aggressive, and more importantly, they did nothing to vet him. It was, he wrote a little thing saying, I'm passionate about game. They flew him out there. No, he flew himself out there, by the way. And then he was the one coaching RSD Luke's boot camp. That tells you all you need to know. That is indisputable. If you are a company like RSD and you are willing to just let anyone coach without vetting them, clearly you could not care less about actually teaching, because you've not taken the time to make sure that your boot camp product people are paying $2-3 grand for, it might have been actually the live-in thing, so it might have been more, is of high quality. It's purely, let's get guys to work for us for free and make all the money and do less work.